A 7-year-old Azle boy returned to school this week after being mauled by a neighbor's dog. Good evening, I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. Connor Landers suffered dozens of scratches to his face, his body, his head. Doctors say he will need several more surgeries and physical therapy to regain the use of his arm. The owner of the dog is now in jail, charged with a third-degree felony for not having her dog properly secured. Fox 4's Lori Brown is in now with more on the story. Lori?
Steve, the dog's owner could face up to 10 years in prison if convicted in the dog attack for not having a properly secured fence. Neighbors tell us that they've had problems with her dogs getting loose in the past.
He was dragging him. He was just shaking him.
LORENA Parker was in her home when she heard her small dogs making a commotion. When she looked outside, she saw her neighbor's child, 7-year-old Connor Landers, being attacked by another dog.
As I rounded the house, I could see a child on the ground, and a dog just had a hold of his backpack and his jacket and was just shaking him like he would a chew toy. Called 911. He had Connor. He was taking him through the ditch and into his yard.
She hung up with 911 so she could get the dog off Connor, grabbing a stick to help fend it off.
Every time I'd get the dog off of him, Connor would try to get up and the dog would turn and go right back to Connor, you know, because he's crying, he's making noise, and it was horrible.
The dog eventually retreated to its yard. When Connor's mom, Cassandra Ware, heard the screams, she came out to find Parker comforting her son.
He kept asking if I was there, and I answered him. He said, "Mommy, the dog used me as a chew toy." And then he just kept saying, "It hurts, it hurts."
It took plastic surgeons at Cook's Children's Medical Center more than 3 hours to perform reconstructive surgery.
The dog gripped open his mouth to where my son had to have stitches inside of his mouth and out the side of his mouth.
Ware believes Parker is the reason her son is alive.
I believe I gave her my life. She saved my son because the surgeon said if she was 1 minute later, my son would have died.
How scary was that the other day?
How scary was the baby?
Can I rate it?
Yes, you can rate it.
1,000.
1,000?
Now Connor is back to being a typical 7-year-old boy.
Play with Legos and watch on my mom's phone.
Sheriff's investigators say the dog escaped from its owner's yard. The owner, 49-year-old Patty Jean Bell Neveling, is charged with a third-degree felony, attack by dog, resulting in serious bodily injury. Her dog has been euthanized. The sheriff says Parker's actions were heroic.
I don't feel like I'm a hero. I feel like I'm a person that should have done what I should have done.
I'm proud of the scars that I have, and I hope I'm teaching him to be proud of his scars too, so he knows that he's a survivor, that he survived the worst day in his life, and that better be just the worst day of his life. We better not have anything worse than that.
Neighbors are hoping that Neveling will be barred from having dogs in the future. The Parker County Animal Control Division has set up a fundraiser to help with Connor's medical bills. To get more information about that, we've put the information with this story at fox4news.com. Steve.